Our guys just need to keep moving forward, and we've said it since day one. I mean, they need to move in a positive direction. We need to stay healthy. We had some guys that were fifth-year players that ended up graduating and getting great job opportunities that aren't with our program anymore. So I think we're a little younger than people think we are, and we need our guys to just, develop into and find out who they are. I think this fall proved a good example for us to get some new leaders and hear some new voices and be able to watch some guys and see how their work ethics are, or see how their work ethic is, and what made them who they are. But I think the dynamic of our team is essentially one where we just want to see our guys get better every day. We want to see our guys move forward. We want to see our guys get in a positive direction and not dwell too much in the past, but still continue to be as hungry as we have been in the past. Air Force definitely makes our conference stronger. They've got a great coaching staff. They've got a proven track record in Division I play across the board. They've won, one of the most competitive conferences in the country 2 years ago. We've been fortunate enough to play them twice, and it's we've won a game, they've won a game. I think we're developing a rivalry there, but I think with the addition of those guys, we're gonna have some good battles down the line here. There's a lot of really strong players in our league, and I think in certain positions maybe it's a little bit more stacked. I know leaving the conference championship last year, one of the things I talked about a lot with our staff is just how good the goalie play was. So you're starting to see teams now in our conference start to get some more high-profile type of kids, whether they're coming in as freshmen or they're coming in as transfers, and obviously all that is making the league stronger. I think it starts with Dan Lomas. I think he's been one of the best attackmen in the country the last couple of years, just from a production standpoint. Well, our attack group is strong. I mean, we had 150 points, over 150 points last year in our attack group. And the great thing about those guys is they've all become like 2- or 3-dimensional players. I mean, those guys all ride, those guys can all dodge, and those guys can all, finish inside, and they've got great vision. So with those guys, we always try to get them incorporated in our offense as much as possible, whether that's maybe subbing guys out of the box, whether that's, making our offense a little bit more bottom-up with them starting and initiating off a 2-man game, or, set pieces from X, or, getting those guys to essentially get the midfielders involved by drawing some attention down and getting the ball up top to some of the younger guys we have up there that have, really proven to have a really good fall. I feel good about our face-offs. I think the biggest question mark we have right now is just trying to find a guy who can fill a void that we have with Harris Levine graduating to Pole. I think that's the biggest thing we're looking for right now in our face-off group. But all three of our face-off guys, Brendan Savoy, Alex Woodall, and Jamie Peluso, who's been just a great leader and a mentor to those guys, have had a really good fall, and we're looking forward to seeing those guys really continue to battle throughout the spring. Yeah, it's impossible to replace a guy like Austin Geisler. I mean, unbelievable leader, great at saving the ball, great at clearing the ball, and did an incredibly good job of getting the guys in front of him to play hard. But we've got 3 guys there now, and Matt Sigmund, who's a senior for us, Zach Toole, who filled in when Austin was out last year with some injuries, and Timmy Troutner, who has had a really good fall. That we feel like there's a lot of stability back there. We feel like we've got some guys down there that are, again, learning how to lead the defense, but are very strong at saving the ball and doing a really good job with our clearing game. So, it's going to be a neat battle, and the good thing about it is we don't have a starter yet. So all 3 of those guys are still going into the spring competing for a position.